recognizing a quorum. Call the Wareham Housing Authority regular meeting,
With the one you've already done.
March 1st, 3:30 at Redwood Village to order. Request everyone to rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. How come they got a piece of tape on that picture?
No idea.
Is that the antenna?
That's
They
the
got
antenna.
They taped the antenna from one of those things to the picture. Jesus Christ.
This one doesn't have a date on it. Can I put 3/1,
Oh, please do.
23?
Yeah.
Imagine that. They
Oh,
come
thank you. I'm sorry.
around the side.
Yeah.
Geniuses. Anyway. Okay. Turn off my telephone. Here, seeing no residents present, we'll skip that. Roll call. Gene Connaughton present. Bill Lockwood present. Bob Howlett is present. Also attending is Jackie Hickey, our administrator, and Bob White from CTV. Okay, the first item of business is review and approval of the regular minutes of the previous meetings. Motion made by Bill, seconded by
By Jean.
Jean. Any further discussion? All in favor? So carried. Are you picking this up, Bob? Okay, thank you. Next item is ratify and approve the signing of warrants, checks, documents that have adequate supporting documentation, which is being done now by the board members. Next item is the
Motion made. Motion made by.
Okay, motion made by Jean, seconded by Bill. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Administrators report.
So this is for January and February 2023. One vacancy carried forward, 3 units vacated in Agawam and 1 vacated in Redwood. One unit has been rented in Agawam, so we have 4 remaining. So applications were at 4,402, 746 are resident applications and 3,656 are non-resident, and made up of veterans, elderly, handicapped.
You mean all of them, not just the residence ones?
Correct.
Veterans, elderly,
Yeah.
handicapped, et cetera.
We have
So-
4 outstanding work orders at the end of the last period, 49 we've done this period, and we have 6 remaining. And one of them is advanced alarm, we're waiting for a part. In e-building, with the upgrade of all the new systems, different wiring systems that were done from the very beginning are no longer compatible with, some reason it worked when they this one sensor for the building E. It's in an override system right now, but next week, Monday, the part came in, and it will be replaced and up and running perfectly by then. So we have the capital improvement plan, and it's underneath that. I'm sorry, right on, in that thing right there. Yeah. So in that capital improvement plan, I think Jane is the only one that hasn't seen that now.
That's what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
this is what it is right here. It's too small on the computer. It's very, very cumbersome. Basically, these are all the projects. These numbers over here represent projects that were done, completed, and are in active status right now. As you can see, there's the sewer There's the phase 2 window, the ADA door upgrade, second ADA door upgrade, and then the phase 2 windows. Those are the ones that are active for this year, going into FY '24 as well. These are all, we put in for the fire alarm system at Agawam. That fire alarm system is obsolete. They cannot get parts to fix it anymore, so we need to upgrade it.
Where is this?
This is this project right here
Okay.
for main panel, building 1 in Agawam. So these are all wish list items. Okay, some of them are completed already, they just need to be removed from here because they renamed them, gave them a different project number, and they just don't know how to press the delete button. So this is how it gets, when it gets funded.
Okay.
So this one over here, they just stuck this 372, this is the sewer lines, but that's also later on in the administrative plan, we're going to be voting on those work orders. And these are the money that we're spending over the next 5 years,
Okay.
including 24. So you can take this, Jean, if you like. Bob's looked at it, Cody's looked at it.
What's the FF?
Formula funding column,
Formula funding, is that what that is?
that's what that means. So that's, we do need a vote on that capital improvement plan. If it's okay with you folks to go forward with how it is. We need a separate vote, separate from the administrator's report vote for
So,
that.
okay, so within the administrator's report, it says, vote to approve FY
Is that
'24.
saying we have to vote on that?
We have to
Yeah.
vote on this.
Vote to approve fiscal year '24 capital improvement plan. And does that include the final completion of project 317040 Redwood Village exterior, or is that separate?
That was last year's.
Yeah.
This year, we're just voting, well, we're voting on the whole thing again. Because that's my impression when they give it
Okay,
to us like
so it
that.
includes that? so-
Includes that, yeah.
Okay,
We're still finishing up that, still finishing that project, because it's still listed as
The-
active.
Which one is it?
Well, 7040, which is the community building.
Yeah, they
Still
just
upgrade.
actually finished it today. They had a broken sash on one of the windows, and they had to wait for it to be replaced. And they came down this morning and finished it. So I don't have the final completion yet, paperwork. So I put it on expecting them to have done this previous, so we can't vote on that. So we're just voting on the capital improvement plan on the 2 work orders.
so, but we can vote on it because it's complete, and there's
Yeah.
nothing more to get.
Correct.
Vote on it
Yeah.
pending the paperwork that's
Yeah.
gonna just
Great.
inform us that that's the 31,740. Okay. Motion made by
I'll make a motion.
Jean, seconded by
Sure.
Bill, sure.
Okay, so are we voting on just the completion of the 31,740, or the capital improvement
Capital
plan?
improvement plan,
Okay.
yeah. Any further discussion, all in favor? No. We have to do a separate vote on 7050 for the windows?
Right, well, let's,
And
you
one on
want
the-
to just wait till we get to that
Oh,
point?
oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, all right.
So again, the Affordable Housing Trust is, they've reached out to us, they want us to run a one-time rental assistance program for Wareham residents. So they are finalizing the details through them.
Who are they?
I'm sorry, the Affordable Housing Trust
People.
in the town. The
Okay.
Town of Wareham's Affordable Housing Trust.
Okay.
They want us to help them.
They want
Right.
to use some of that trust money that they get from wherever they get it. I think it's
Oh, they
CPC.
want to help us.
CPC.
They want to use
Well,
that.
they want to help the
They
residents.
want to use that
They
to
want to
create
spend the
a,
money.
they want to create,
But
they
they're
want
gonna
to.
let us spend some of it,
No,
are
no,
they?
they're gonna,
No.
they're gonna
Oh,
create,
then I want here.
They want us
just
to
so you
help
know,
them spend.
they're gonna create a rental assistance program
Okay.
to use that money to help people that
Families.
need
Okay.
assistance paying their rent somewhere,
Okay,
Not
that's
here.
good.
right?
Hopefully
Yes.
in Wareham.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're only Wareham
Yeah,
residents.
only where,
Yeah.
whether it's.
Again, there is an attachment for the Plymouth County Retirees Association assessment for FY '24, which is page number 31. That's our assessment for fiscal year '24, well, '23, '24.
What'd you say, 31?
Number 31, page 31. Just to keep you in.
Can we back up a sec?
with-
What sort of help are they requesting from us?
Just to income qualify the people that come.
Like you
Because it's a set amount of money for a set period of time. So they'll advertise, they'll have applications, we'll make sure they can qualify.
qualify the applicants.
Right.
Like-
Qualifying.
And then we
Okay.
just give the information to the town and they write out the checks
Yeah,
and.
like we do for our own people.
Yeah.
Yes,
Are we gonna get an administrative fee for
Oh,
that?
I'm sorry, we are gonna get paid to do that.
all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's better.
How much?
We haven't figured that one out yet, but we will,
We'll get the standard fee,
yeah.
whatever that is,
Our usual date.
$50 a unit?
Yeah, something.
Why not?
Something of that.
Should cover our administrative costs, all right.
Correct,
All right.
To be determined. So that was the Affordable Housing Trust.
that's right. And then you saw our breakdown.
Then you got this Plymouth retirees thing, so they want
It's attached where?
on
That's page number
31.
31.
Page 31.
So they are looking for the sum of $63,224.
Yep,
One half can be paid before July 2023. And if we pay it all, nothing. And then the rest is due January of '24.
yes.
So we pay it in installment, 31,000
Yep.
something per every 6 months. We pay it late as usual.
Yes, we do.
Who's Greg Hanley? How come he didn't sign this?
Don't know.
He is he's one of the commissioners.
Any
Yeah.
county commissioners. So the MLC Homes Inc., who is purchasing the Atlantic motel as long as he gets a ZBA hearing. We've come to a conclusion. We've submitted a price to him for us to be there 10 hours a week. No cost to Wareham Housing Authority. We do not incur any costs. And there is a meeting March 8th, a ZBA hearing March 8th, 6:30 PM. And we will be going to support him on that endeavor. He's trying to do
It says 24 units, did you say
24
that?
units, 21 to 24, he's now up against it, so 21 to 24 units, single rooms for
Like-
voucher holders, and we would just support the project by vetting out the people, making sure,
Handling the wait list and
yeah.
I
interviewing.
thought before he was gonna have you do something else.
No, that was,
Well, that was,
oh, maybe
Oh,
there's
but that's out of the question now.
another
Okay.
building somewhere
That's fine.
else.
right, we're gonna do 2, he's gonna start with 1, if it's successful, he may go and do the other.
So he's going to
Oh, there's
the,
another one that's available?
Yes.
Good.
Then that would be 2 hotels off the rolls
Where's the
of
other
the
one?
town. The other one's on Cranberry Highway, I think it's called Rosewood.
Yeah.
Rosewood.
I've seen the name. I
Yeah.
can't picture where it is.
how far down is that?
I think it's
It's right across from the-
next to Plumber Supply, perhaps.
Oh, down where
Right
the old
around the
Salvation
corner
Army
and-
was?
What?
Yeah.
Where the old Salvation Army was and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, beyond the
Yeah,
Salvation
beyond
Army.
that. It's
I
on the
think it's in
right,
between where Salvation Army was and what's now a roofing company and,
It's, what company?
no, it's across the street from 7-Eleven where Head of the Bay comes out.
Oh, well, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that one right there across the street,
oh,
that way.
okay, it's on the
Yeah.
right.
It's on the right, yes, that
I'm
one.
So-
I had the wrong one, sorry.
Yeah, that's
So
okay.
that's in pretty decent shape on the outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, actually MLC went and looked at it, and he felt like Atlantic was better first to get in there. He's doing, he's doing all the maintenance, and he's an owner occupier, so he's not having somebody else come in. He himself is going to be an oversight. They're gonna take care of all the maintenance, you know, we're just gonna help them set up.
Yeah, he's gonna restore and renovate the place so it's habitable, and they're gonna be single unit,
Right,
Studio.
low income elderly, right?
yep, individual, yeah, studio, 1 bedroom.
Yeah.
There is 1, 2, or 3 bedroom apartment above the office. So we recently, I'm sorry, did anybody have any more questions about the hotel?
No.
So recently, like as of yesterday, we received $27,420.05 of credits in our electricity bills. So
How much?
$27,420 for our solar
Oh,
panels,
okay.
right,
Page 4.
page 4. Yeah, so
Way more things.
that's really gonna help
Your
us a
top
lot.
right-hand corner is a number, page 4.
Oh, okay, there, okay.
So how Tom Joy, we get the benefit of using the $27,000, whatever's above and beyond our electricity cost for the year, because I guess apparently it will go above our electricity costs. We split 50/50, DHCD deduces our, so if it, he said, if, say, you have 30,000 extra at the end of the year, they deduct your subsidy by 15,000 and you get to keep 15,000.
Okay, so they reduce their subsidy.
They reduce their subsidy,
For energy
right?
by this amount or half of this amount?
No, it's
This
that,
is
above
our,
and beyond our electric usage. So this right
If our
now,
electric usage was 27,000, and forget the change, cost.
right,
Then they don't get anything, we don't get anything.
correct.
We simply pay our electric bill with it. and-
Right, and it reduces our electric bill, which is great, because
Yeah,
it's like
but
seven.
you're saying that you expect our electric bill to be less than 27,000?
No, he expects we to get more credits at the end of the year,
Tom George.
John Choi. He
Based
said he'll
on-
get more, based on his experience with other housing authorities. Yeah.
Did they sign up with the same outfit that we did?
All different outfits,
Okay.
because they were coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was really, it was a really nice thing to
But the
see.
net effect is our electric bill will be reduced and the state,
Oh, yeah.
the state will save money because they're gonna get half of it, half to their benefit and half goes to us.
And then to remind you, on page 32 is the public hearing for the annual plan, which includes the capital improvement plan and all of their PMR assessments, and make our maintenance plan, which is in the annual plan. We do have a hard copy. I will email you the hard
Oh,
copy.
okay, so the hearing will be March 22nd
Right.
at 3:30.
Yeah,
All right.
Where is that? Agawam?
Agawam Village, yeah.
On March 22nd?
March
Yeah.
22nd.
Is that a Wednesday?
Yes, it
That's
is.
where I am.
Oh, you're thinking about where am I gonna be?
No, I was kind of thinking, I guess it's, I was a month ahead of myself.
Yeah, it's the fourth Wednesday of the month. Today's the 1st, so the 22nd is the fourth Wednesday. Okay, so that is my administrator's report.
Now, what about these other two,
Okay,
the Windows project and the sewer
Right.
pipeline?
so those are pages, if you wanna, do we wanna take a vote on the
Oh.
administrator's report first? Because
Yeah, but the,
I know I had just had them underneath
Okay.
the infrastructure
All right.
report separated,
we'll
so,
get to that.
yeah.
All right, so motion on the administrator's report.
So moved.
I'll
Motion.
second
Motion
it.
to accept it.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now we go to the infrastructure.
Okay, so we talked about, I did the annual plan twice, sorry about that. Honestly, I didn't read either though,
Huh?
because the first thing on my infrastructure report is the annual plan, and I had put it up in the administrative report. So the community room exterior upgrades, we need a vote for final completion. They just finished it today. In lieu of the paperwork, Bob said we should take a vote
Yeah.
on the final completion of that project.
Which project was it?
It's the community room upgrades in Agawam. The
Okay.
windows, the
Windows.
doors,
Oh, okay. yeah.
Doors.
the
So-
siding. It is 100%
So we are no
complete.
longer waiting for the new window sash.
No, they had a new window sash. The sash was completed this morning. So yeah, we can, if you wanna,
Okay, so make a motion to,
Vote to accept substantial completion.
Second.
any further discussion, all in favor? Aye.
Fine.
So three. Then next is the phase.
Phase 1 window replacement, the work is complete, and we're just waiting for substantial, we have not gotten a substantial completion. I'm sorry, we've already voted on that. We're all set, last meeting.
Last meeting.
I should have taken that out. So phase 2, 317050, this is the,
The sewer.
yep, no, the phase 2 window replacement. Phase 2 is 317050. Yeah. So pages 9 to 18
Which
is the work order for this project.
which one, the sewer?
317050.
The sewer.
No, the window
No,
Regular
replacement.
part, phase two
Window.
window replacement.
What number? No, maybe
317050.
what pages did you say?
Page
Page
9,
4.
9 to 18.
9
So it-
through 18?
Yep.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, so those are the window replacements.
Yeah.
31050.
So these are
So
the
what I
windows for
really-
this,
This development,
Yeah.
buildings, hopefully A and B, if we can get A and B fully. They worded it like we wanted to, because they don't do this usually, but it says the goal of the project is to replace aging windows for as many buildings as the funding allows in the 667-2 Redwood Park development. So we didn't put any box around the size of the project. So this came out the other day, well, it says January 24th, but I think I got it closer to the end of the month. I got it in February, and so we need to, normally, because of the way CapHub, which is their online portal system that does all of the projects now, we normally vote on the project already in the capital improvement plan, so we're not necessarily needing another vote, but I just figured this is such a new process for me. I don't want to get into like, did you get a board vote for this? Because I think it's kind of redundant if you vote for it in the project, even though sometimes it takes 2 years or 3 years for the project to get out to us. So, but I just figured we just take a vote. We want to just accept the project, and then we can go over more details.
So this
So it
is,
doesn't set in stone any
okay.
things that we want out of the project.
so this is phase 2 windows,
Right, so,
which we already voted on the concept, and now these are work orders
these are the work orders.
that comprise that $300,000?
Yep.
No, 233,000.
Well, it's actually, if you look on the capital improvements, 311,
Over here.
right. But the other design fees and all the permitting gets taken out of that other chunk of money.
Seems a tad complicated.
Well, you know,
Maybe it's complicated again.
Paperwork,
right,
PHCD.
PA paperwork, PA paperwork.
yeah.
That's not the one that Peter works for, PHCD?
Yeah, it is the same one,
Yeah,
yeah,
but a different
Yeah.
subdivision.
Yeah.
That was CD.
yeah, so if you see, the budget is page 16, 17, and 18, so this is where it becomes, it's almost like, I call it Wizard of Oz, because they have one number there, they have a control budget of a total up to 320, so if you'll see on page 16, the control budget, they have up to 325.19, so in case something goes a little awry, they have a cushion of money on top of the contingency fee. So you can see where they have the original construction contract at $233,626. Then they go and they add up all of this change order contingency, permit fees, total construction, net budget total, and then they come up with another number.
Which is
20.
305.
305, 366, and then the next line is the control budget, where they add a little bit more money to it, just in case there's more money needed for the project,
At a later date, they're gonna
at a
have.
later
They
date.
give you a new
So
total.
say like if they go and the bids come in $5,000 more than what they were expecting or priced it out as.
So that's, they give you a new total, which makes about $15,000. What do you call that? A contingency, right?
Yeah.
So it's a
yeah,
contingency. I
But we're
guess.
just gonna vote to accept the project so they can move forward and get more detailed plans.
This is why it takes so long.
So you want us to
They've
vote?
already selected
The house doctor.
they've selected the designer.
Yeah, because he designed the first, phase one.
Is that true?
Yep, J.M. Booth and Gerard Smith. And they're now, and when they design, we have to ask them to just do one design. Like, let's not come back each phase and have to pay so his fees are gonna be a little less than what it was before, because he's just doing the procurement part of it and the oversight of some of the construction.
Mhm.
So they streamlined it a little.
Yes,
Okay, so we take a vote on this,
accepting the project,
accepting project 317051.
5-0.
No, 50, what is that one?
That's this one right here,
Oh,
page
that-
9. You got it right here. Oh,
Yeah, right here. This one here, phase 2 window replacement, 6672, here, Rosewood,
Redwood.
Redwood. Rosewood.
Rosewood, that's,
Who goes by any other
well,
name,
that
it's still
is a
red.
motel.
But it's also a little place downtown, isn't it? That new restaurant?
No, that's
No,
the,
that's-
that's the Scarlet Rose.
no,
Oh,
it's
the
the
Scarlet
Scarlet
Rose.
Rose. You're right, that is the Scarlet Rose.
Just to confuse rose and red.
Well,
With-
that-
by
people-
throwing in scarlet.
Redwood.
The Rouge,
Yeah.
Chef, oh, Red Hat. Okay, so,
So we're at
Yeah.
19.
Motion made, but
motion made by, to
I didn't hear it.
approve project 317050.
Okay, I'll approve it. I'll recommend it.
Motion by
Motion
Gene,
made.
second
I'll
by
second.
Yeah.
Bill.
I'm not
Discussion,
wearing
all in
glasses.
favor,
I'm
so
going
carried.
blind.
So now I can put away
I'm going
page
blind here
9,
looking, so.
9
Well,
to
because it's
18.
just accepting the project. We'll go into, you have it now, you can read it and then come back with any suggestions, because we haven't had our first meeting. We have to I have to go and press the accept button first, and then they'll set up pre-meetings, and we'll go from there.
So
So the second,
done on computer.
yeah, so this is also, Peter
Where?
Sanborn reached out.
Where are you now?
Oh, I'm
You-
sorry, on my
you-
we're now
infrastructure
on this-
report, before we get to the sewer, because this is related to windows.
What number?
Page 4,
This one here,
down at the bottom.
Okay. All right.
and that would be,
So Peter Sanborn, CDBG, reached out to us, and they've approved to do more additional buildings for window replacements.
that's the town CDBG
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
They've included us for what you just said,
Okay.
two
So I
additions.
thought that was very,
To do
very
buildings.
good, and
Do
the
you need-
selectmen have approved it, and they are doing the planning now.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So then now on
Peter
to,
Sanborn's back in,
So that gives it six out of 8 buildings?
correct. Well, no,
Phase-
because they did C building first, phase 1 was C building and the community building.
Oh, yeah.
And then A and B are the next ones, D and E of them, so it'll be just 3 left.
3 left,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Right,
Um,
because you have
So
one.
is
So-
Peter back?
Peter actually is back.
Because Jamie went up, did she go up to
Jamie went to
Boston?
DHCD, but it wasn't that, it's just that Peter's, I guess, their guru as far as handling these this particular
Nice to
portion.
have him back.
So he's only part-time and he only helps when needed, but he calls regularly.
gives
And he
back.
said he hasn't forgotten about us giving him a lunch, so
Okay.
we'll
good.
catch up with him.
Giving them what?
A lunch with me and Jean.
We were gonna do it about 2
Years
years
ago,
ago.
exactly.
It's kind of stale now, but
Exactly. So
we'll go to the narrow.
now it's, so the next thing on page, the last thing on page 4 is the sewer lines, which I'm so happy to say, they have completely funded this particular project.
The state.
The state did. And we are going to, we're just voting,
Where is that now? Here? Is it on here?
yes, it is. So it's 31751.
051. Okay. There, 317051.
And again, we're gonna vote to accept this project. But
Vote to accept the project.
Oh, this is it here, this big one, on page 19.
Right.
Okay.
I'm on 4.
Well, yeah.
In the amount of
This is the back.
Well,
or this is the-
262.
Okay, so they
no,
have
372,000.
I thought we were gonna approve all this stuff.
How
No.
much?
Well, we're gonna
It's
approve.
372,529.
Okay.
Even though this says, this is a mistake. Because,
It's a mistake where? On here?
yeah, well, they expect, no. This is just the construction cost for the project. The
Construction
total
budget.
cost of the project is 372,529,
And that's on what page?
page 30.
Page 30.
Page 30.
372,529.
That's the total budget for the project.
Net budget.
Because
Total
the cost
construction.
is
And then they put
262.
another, wow, they put another $63,000 in there.
Because the design is going to
Okay,
be
so-
substantial there.
So that takes, so do we have a motion to approve the sewer line replacement?
Yes.
317051 in the amount of 372,529. Motion made by
Bill made a motion, I'll second it.
Bill, seconded by Jean. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Um,
So that takes,
So-
that takes care of all the
Right.
seed, right?
Yep.
Everything is
Yep,
seed.
all in C. We just have the 2 remaining, unfortunately for our plumber who still wants to do the job. One of the team members on a 2-man team is very sick. So they're waiting for him to see if he can continue on, and I will get word on whether or not they're just gonna rescind
You mean
everything.
like he's coming back to work?
Right.
Is it like that bad?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
and then, so that is just an announcement. And then the article for everybody's got plans.
Yes.
The article for the additional units.
Yeah.
We got a draft placement plan. He made some changes on the recommendation of Bill Rockwood. And they are very good changes.
Okay, so this is, this is done, right?
That's done too. God
Bless you,
bless you.
That's done, 32, 33, right? Remote access, I can put this over.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
34, will keep out, no?
that's just the email that,
Okay, correspondence,
yeah,
so-
correspondence.
All right, so you have the plans
Yep.
for the,
So what he did was he put the parking on the Sandwich Road side and the driveways in front of the parking, which actually is really good for tenants. Then the little buffer zone, we're going to build up, so there'll just be walk-up, like elevated walkways.
no ring.
No ramps, but an elevated walkway into the unit. With the addition, so you can see, if you can see the 2 squares off to the
I was
right,
gonna ask about that.
those are additional units if we so choose and if we get the funding
Potential.
potential.
Yeah,
And then he also said, other than cleaning up where the sewer was behind it, 2 additional units can go there too.
whereabouts?
But where the square, the gray square is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
And the
said he
handle.
didn't know what was there, whether it was they left the piping or they took it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just said you just have to either decide how
Find
you
out.
could work around it or
Well,
work
just
with
bury
it.
it.
And that's it. So he was looking for direction from the board, if this was an okay, and he will do the final papers if the board so chooses to go with this plan, the way it's set, it sits.
You mean the
How-
layout?
how-
The
What
layout.
language am I, the layout?
Layout.
The layout,
So
is
she
it,
Yeah, the
is that
layout.
the correct?
Yeah, that's fine. I would recommend it with the note that no stairs would be in the front.
Meaning the street side?
Yep, yep,
Mm,
this
straight
side
side.
right here, yep,
Okay.
yep. No
Per
stairs.
your previous comment, that
Yeah.
it would be walk-in,
Yeah, so
no stairs.
so
But there's-
stipulate that, no stairs, just so.
The stairs indicated on the plan right now.
There are stairs, and I talked to him about that, because I went looking for it right away this morning, and he said, we will make adjustments if you
Okay.
so choose. And I said, we're probably gonna so choose, so. So you can see the 2 little stairs.
Yeah, I see it, yeah. So those will be, they'll be adjusted,
Yeah.
either down or the ground level will be come up so that it goes right to you, like a slab or something going right into the house. Okay, so we'll make note of that. Any further comments?
Looks good.
Okay, motion to approve the plans as amended by Bill's motion.
I'll make the motion to
Move the
approve.
stairs.
Second by Bill?
Yep.
Because that includes my,
Any further discussion, all in favor, so voted.
okay, so, okay, and now that concludes my infrastructure report.
Motion to accept the
Motion to accept the infrastructure report.
So I need a second here, yes.
Motion
Yeah,
made.
just made one. I second.
Second by Jean. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so what's on page 6 here? 6 is the tenant's accounts receivable. Where did that go?
But that's usually in the administrative report.
Oh, okay.
So it's 6, 7, and 8?
Did we cover that?
Nope,
six.
we didn't
I
talk
thought
about
it
it.
was
I got 6, 7, 8. But is it listed on your administrative
Yeah.
report?
Yeah, well, it's always listed there. I
It's up
just,
there where you talk about
it's on page 3,
vacated units and all
page
that.
number, it's number 2, tenant accounts receivable. Yeah. So,
Show me that.
page 1 of the infrastructure,
Yeah,
no, not there.
this page.
That's, no,
That's 2.
That's 2. It's page 3, number 2.
That one on here, no?
Oh, here, okay.
Page 3, number
wait.
2, yeah, we're
Page 3,
finished, but he wants to go over the
okay.
tenant's accounts
Okay.
receivable.
But there's no number in there.
There is
Okay.
no number
Yeah.
three on
All right,
page
so
three.
now you go,
Well,
we'll take a gander at the sheet.
no,
Okay.
well, we never put a number on
I don't
the,
remember.
we never did.
Oh, it's,
So it's
See,
this
it's
number,
attached.
but
We
this
could-
gentleman,
no, we
if you
could-
want me to, I
We
will.
can put it in to tie into the sheet. Anyway, so now you, any.
Yeah, so basically, there's a
particular-
couple of really bad ones.
Okay,
On page 7, the 541,
Seven.
they are going to,
page 7.
the family spoke to me, and they're going to take care of that very shortly, next week.
which one is it?
It's page,
I got the page
Page
7.
seven.
page 7.
What
I
number?
don't want to.
No, just tell me the dollar amount. I don't-
541.
The
You got it, yeah.
$541, okay.
Yep, I spoke to the family. He's a handicapped gentleman, and they're gonna come in and work that out.
Okay, so that sounds
Yep.
reasonable, and then so.
I'm
Next-
sorry,
the code.
81, her rent changed, she went into rehab, and they just keep on paying last year's rent. So when she gets out, or soon, we will get that money from her
That
as well.
81 is owed to us.
Yes,
And the next-
all these monies are either owed to them or owed to
Got it.
us.
So So the next big one is $1,080.
Yeah. He paid 700, and this month he's making good on the remaining 380, along with,
Okay, so we only owe 380.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then
Um,
down below there's a 384, sent 14-day notice.
Yeah, he's paid that. He just paid that
So
yesterday.
he's up to snuff.
Yeah, when
Up
I
to
sent,
snuff.
yeah.
So he's leaving?
No, he
No,
paid it.
he paid the
he paid
380.
what he
Oh,
owed.
okay.
Yeah,
And then on the page 8, you got a $370 one.
right. And that gentleman told me, because he also got him 14, and he informed me that he thought he paid it and is bringing the receipt over, but I balance to the penny every month.
So he
I know he
paid it.
didn't.
He
And so
forgot.
it's hard. Sometimes we just get into things. And then,
And there's one for 700.
unfortunately, because their check came back, so
Fine.
he's paid 300 of that off.
Which one?
The 744, yeah, so he paid it, and then the check came back, bounced,
You mean it bounced?
yes. And he came in with 300, and we'll pay, he supposes, but if he doesn't, he'll get a 14-day notice. I
So
told him
he-
you have a week,
So now he owes
but March 7th, he owes us
444.
plus 744. But now, he owes 444 for past due, plus
Plus,
744 for March.
So that's the monthly rent, 744. Is he got a pattern of delinquency?
Unfortunately, they have, so they've already been given a
Notice.
couple of chances where they have gone to court with court order repayment agreements.
And they still don't pay.
And so this is now going to be, we will evict them if they do not pay
Okay,
it.
so that's all.
But he just pulled some
That's good. So that's
very
good.
snarky stuff.
Yeah, so that's good, just so we can collate, and then when you get to accounts receivable, just put it in.
Yeah,
Okay, and you already covered the maintenance,
yep,
and that's, what else is left here?
nothing, well, nothing from me on the,
4, 5, 6, 8, 9, I don't know what's 7, 8, 4, here it is, it's all here, so the last page was, just the,
yeah, 34 is just the correspondence that we had with,
all right. Any other business to come before this board? Hearing none? You-
Do we want to acknowledge it when Donna Bronk's husband died?
Oh,
yes,
yes,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, you're right, yeah.
Who
Yeah.
passed away?
Blackboard.
Donna
Donna
Brown's.
Brown's.
Oh,
Donna
yes, I saw that
Donna
this morning.
Brown's husband passed away,
Yeah.
today's what, Wednesday, must have been Sunday or something, because they had the funeral yesterday.
Yeah, I found out about it after,
I just saw it this
after the
morning.
funeral had happened.
Yeah, I got, because he had the collation at the Elks, so I knew, and they were there all yesterday afternoon, right up to bingo.
Mhm.
Donna was there, I gave her condolences, I went to the wake on behalf of us,
Good.
Oh, okay.
and thing. And she looked good, she said he had a tough ordeal,
Yeah.
real suffered, but sometimes we suffer on the way out.
Yeah.
You do. It goes, you go kicking and screaming, that's what I
Yeah.
call that.
Anyway, and what, anything else, let's see, anything else, no? I hope you all had a good, what, Valentine's Day, and you have a good St. Patty's Day. Coming up, right?
Oh, they're
Yeah.
coming up.
March
Corned
17th.
beef. We have a corned beef dinner. Corned beef dinner from, the Narrows, it's no,
They make it pretty good.
the church is having corned beef, I think, St. Patrick's, so then we have corned beef everywhere.
Yeah, I think the Narrows does make a corned beef
Yeah,
dinner.
and then that place downtown, across from the tavern,
Oh, the Rose.
the ice cream place on Route 6.
Oh, I know the one.
Oh,
The one that's up on the water, faces the water?
Yeah, we got the Gateway Tavern across the street is the guy that's, he makes mostly a
oh,
nice,
Cool Cone.
cool cone. They usually have good deals on corned beef dinners.
They do.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but they'll probably advertise in the paper. Anyway.
Oh, motion to adjourn? Did we do that already?
Anything
We have
more?
not.
Did we
Okay.
do what?
Motion to adjourn.
Yeah, and then.
Not having done that, I propose we do that
All
now.
right.
And I'll second it.
All in favor? So carried.
And the next meeting will be March 22nd at Wareham
For
Village.
the